Hello, my name is Drew. Welcome to my channel. My close friends call me the Beach Boy. I won't tell you what the people who don't like me call me. I love poetry, creativity, and chasing sunsets. Most of all, I like dreaming of love. I love everything romantic. Welcome everybody. I hope you're all doing well. This is Drew the Lonely Author, and I'm really excited about today. I have a guest poet, Isha, who inspires me so much, so let's get right to my poem so we can get to hers. My poem for today first appeared on my blog in May of 2020 when I was in the Dominican Republic. The beaches there always inspire me, so I'll be reciting A Vagabond in Love. I am a dreamer, a lonely beachcomber, wearing poetry on my sleeve, longing to accompany the morning sun through the windows of your most intimate dreams. Aching to explore the lines of your palm, roam the curves of your ripped jeans, and should our paths never meet, I will always be a vagabond in love, remembering your soul, wandering every cherished memory. That was my poem for the day. I hope you liked it. Leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I appreciate that. Thanks. Like I said earlier, I have a special guest today, poet Isha Garg. Isha published Dark River, a deluge of poetry last year. I recommend everyone go and get it. It's very inspiring. Let me not waste any more time. Here's Isha.
Hello everyone, my name is Isha Garg. I'm a poet and the author of Dark River, a deluge of poetry. It's been 3 years now since I've known Drew, the lonely author, and what feels like eons since I've admired his work. So imagine my delight when he asked me to be a part of his channel. I could hardly contain my gratitude and excitement.
Isha, before we start with Dark River and your poetry, tell us a little bit about your background in writing. How did you get your start?
I would say that I found my calling for poetry quite early in life, at about 7 years of age, and I always maintained a diary to write them in. Some of those were first published in local newspapers and school magazines during my early years in school, which led me further towards my calling. One of my most cherished memories is from my senior year in school, when I won an impromptu poetry contest. I guess I could call these early achievements the stepping stones to my passion for writing. Looking back, I realized that through all the ups and downs of life, poetry is all that remained a constant. It became the world I created to breathe in and to escape in. Blogging on WordPress was the icing on the cake and helped me develop confidence in presenting my work and connection with people of what I would call my soul tribe, poets and writers from all over the world, whose support to my work has been immeasurable.
Isha, why don't you take a moment and tell us about Dark River?
I wrote Dark River as a dedication to my grandparents. My grandfather, whom I call Dada, has always been the most enthusiastic, encouraging, sometimes the sole audience to my poetry readings, and also the one who introduced me to the world of literary fiction and imagination through his library and his stories. Although my poems are hopeful in their hearts, they are born of shadows and sorrows that have been a part of my life. Dark River incorporates this element of navigating through the storms of life, so to speak, pardon the cliched metaphor, and keeping hope alive like the North Star. The book is divided into 10 segments and contains a total of 80 poems that combine the art of storytelling with poetry, mostly written in the classic style. They deal with human emotions, love, attraction, betrayal, sin, and move on to death, life, hope, nature, and faith, with a certain touch of the pagan natural world. There is also a poetry series with 9 poems called the Boatman series, with elements of horror, mystery, and suspense. The predominant imagery for most part of the book is that of water, that is symbolic of emotions, hence its title.
I'm anxious to find out what poem you're going to recite today. Please tell us.
The poem I've chosen to read today is from Dark River and is called Haunted. What inspired this piece was a dark, candlelit night and the thought of complete strangers out there reading my poems and through my words knowing me more intimately than anyone else I know can in real life, and how a sense of an almost voyeuristic, if you will, kinship is established by this act between the reader and myself, that even in my solitude I am never alone. This is how it goes. Haunted. Where is identity but in these mundane things I do? Place the old candlestand, unfold parchment and peruse. Words, words and more words that rhyme in reason, children of transient inspiration, fevers of a season. Until the fireplace crackles competing with a tick-tock, past midnight now. Perhaps I really should stop. And I toss the inked parchment laced with my sweeping strokes and feed the hungry flames to relieve my heavy soul, then retire to bed, the same taper in hand, and sleep, or at least hope to, blowing out the light on my nightstand, yet wonder why you read my poem, kind reader. Are you both empty and full too? Is there something in my melancholy solitude that reminds you of yours too? How strange that my most intimate moments are written for the world to view.
Isha, that beautiful poem resonated in my heart. It was absolutely beautiful. It was a haunting piece that every writer should be able to relate to. I'm thrilled that you came here to recite one of your poems. Thank you so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you for calling me to your channel, Drew. It's been great talking to you and truly humbling hearing what you have to say about my work. Thanks also for being perhaps one of the most consistently encouraging blogger ever since I started Ishaisms. I congratulate you and can't wait to see what unfolds here next. Goodbye, and thank you for your time.
Oh, Isha, I feel like I'm the lucky one to have a great supporter like you. You always inspire me with your words, your comments, and your visits to my blog and here to YouTube. So thank you very much. You don't know how happy you've made me. The book is Dark River, A Deluge of Poetry by a wonderful poet, Isha Garg. Please, everybody, you should really try it out. Go out and get it. There will be a link on my blog to her blog, which is Ishaisms, and I'll also leave a link so you could purchase the book. You won't be disappointed. So that is all I have for today. If you would like to promote your book or your blog, please just contact me and we can have you be a guest on a future episode. On Thursday, I'm going to have a theme show, and it's all going to be about what I think is beautiful about women. I'll be reading 2 poems that day, and I'll touch on different ideas I have about what makes a woman beautiful. Thank you for listening. This is Drew the Lonely Author, signing off. May your days be full of sunshine and smiles. Remember, love is the answer to every question. Until next time, people. Goodbye.